This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Summer 70-73 Carryover League. We are continuing into the postseason tournament, first round action, and we moved into the American League. Just a quick review of the tourney to this point. National League first round teams have all held serve, you could say. The Mets had little opposition from the Marlins, won 2-0 to stay in first, the best record in the National League. Reds were able just to split the 4 games with the Cardinals to remain in first. Cardinals did put up a decent fight there, but to no avail. One of the longest series, Vegas and Colorado. Vegas just needed to split 6 games, and they did. And the disappointing Dodgers managed to squeak by losing 4 of 7 games to the Astros. The Astros needed to win 5 of 7 to get into first place after 7 games. They could not do it, as the Dodgers did get 3 wins, barely hanging on. The Dodgers are a sinking ship looking for some wood planks and some Elmer's wood glue and fix the hull of the ship there, something like that. Anyway, we're in the American League. Twins and White Sox. And this is anything but a short series. This is a long, grueling series. So before the All-Star break, we can look at this matchup here. Twins and White Sox in the tournament, with the White Sox having home field, which meant that the Twins had home field in the regular season. But the +1 meant that the White Sox actually won that best-of-7, 4 games to 3. So overall, the White Sox find themselves a game back. But because they have a tiebreaker over the Twins, if they win a best-of-7, the 2 teams would be tied, but the White Sox would be +2 in the tiebreaker, giving them the lead and be in first place. That's how tight this division is. And the series is not disappointed at all, and we're in for a marathon, folks. I'll kind of get through it. It opens up, of course, in Chicago. And the teams, where's game number 1 here? Here we go. It is Burt Blyleven and Wilbur Wood, the aces for each squad. This one, the White Sox get to Blyleven. Big 4th inning. A couple walks, doubles, some singles. They get 3 runs. Add to it in the 5th, a solo homer by Buddy Bradford. Add to it in the 7th, another 2-run homer this time for Buddy Bradford. And meanwhile, you guessed it, Wilbur Wood is carving up the Twins like Swiss cheese. A 5-hit shutout, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts in a complete game. White Sox win 6-0. At this point, the teams are tied for first, with 6 games remaining in this theoretical season. Game number 2. Now we have Dave Goltz, the number 4 starter, against Stan Bonson. And this is the first of many tight games you'll see here. The Twins, who got shut out in game 1, they get a 2-run homer from Harman Killebrew to get on the board. But then those resilient White Sox, big term to throw around, get 4 singles and a couple runs in the first to tie it. Tony Oliva, homer in the 4th, it's 3-2. Singles in the 5th and an error on a catcher makes this a 3-3 game. It stays that way till the 8th. Dave Goltz walks the leadoff batter, Buddy Bradford, and then he's pulled because we'll have a succession of left-handed batters come up, and Dave Goltz is very weak against lefties. So they bring in Ron Peranowski, and all Ron Peranowski does is give up a single, walk, and a sac fly, and his inherited runner, Dave Goltz's runner, scores, which hangs up Goltz for a loss here, which is a shame. I hate to do that to a starting pitcher. The White Sox have some fun in the 9th inning by emptying their bullpen, go lefty-righty, righty-lefty-righty, Terry Forster pitched an inning and 2/3 to get the win, and then Selma, Lemons, and Humphrey all came on in the 9th inning to retire Rennick, Carew, and Heisel. It's a 4-3 White Sox win. They've won 2 straight, and they are now officially in first all by themselves by a game. Okay, so what happens when the series goes to Minnesota for game number 3? The Toms, Tom Bradley, Tom Murphy. Tom Bradley's better than Tom Murphy, but not on this day. Bottom of the first again, Killebrew starting to get hot. 2-run homer. The Twins get a 3rd run on an error off of the normally reliable Louis Aparicio. 3-zip. 4th inning, they get to Bradley again. A single, double, single sac fly, 5-zip. And then a homer in the 5th by Jim Holt. And just like game 1, where the White Sox had the 6-0 shutout, the Twins are getting a 6-0 shutout by Tom Murphy through 8 innings. A little sloppy in the 9th, walks some batters, comes out. Reichert finishes the game. Twins get the win they needed. 6-2. Home teams won the first 3 games. The teams are tied. They are tied, folks. Game number 4. Oh boy, folks. When you see these crazy colors on a box, it means it went extra innings. Meaning that you go through 9 innings, extra innings, and then you kind of turn around, go back this way, and fill up every available box that you can. And then you score it with these color codes so you can figure out which pitcher did what for stats purposes. So what did happen in this game? Between Lou Krause and Jim Cott, huge pitching advantage to the Twins and Jim Cott. Cott did not disappoint. 7 innings of 5-hit shutout ball, but he got injured and had to come out after 7 innings. He was followed up by Stan Williams, 3 innings of shutout ball. Pete Reichert came in the 11th inning, gave up a home run, the first run of the game to Bill Melton, but the Twins tied it in the bottom of the inning as Carew doubled and Killebrew singled. So it's now 1-1, and this game goes all the way into the 14th inning. Great relief work by Stan Williams and Pete Reichert, and actually good relief work by Dave Lemons and Dick Selma. But Terry Forster in the bottom of the 14th, they break his serve in this Wimbledon tiebreaker here. A double by Killebrew, who's having a pretty good series. You hear his name a lot. And it's Jim Holt with the RBI single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 14th inning. And just like that, we're right back where we started from, to quote Maxine Nightingale. The teams have split 4 games, so we're back to this being a best of something. It'll be a best of 3 the rest of the way. So after a long, grueling, extra inning game, in Game 5, we'll have the aces Wilbur Wood and Blyleven back on the mound. So what happens in Game 5 in Minnesota? Well, folks, more extra innings. Blyleven and Wood. Let's start with Blyleven. He gives you 8 innings, but he gave up another pretty weak start. Game 1 wasn't very good. This one wasn't very good either. 2-run homer by Melton. RBI single Carlos May. And after one of the bad Twin center fielders, they got 3 bad ones. Cleo James, Jim Holt, and Larry Heisel. They're all 4s in center. Anyway, one of them made a 2-base error, and then Louis Aparicio gets the RBI double. This is 4-0, and with Wilbur Wood on the mound, you're thinking this thing is over. 4-1 lead, bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, when suddenly the Twins erupt in the bottom of the 8th off of Wilbur Wood. Bullpen lights are turned off after the extra inning game, and Wilbur Wood's a starter 9 who has pitched in the extra innings a few times, as fans of the YouTube experience with Wilbur Wood have found out. But a single, a walk, a single, a walk, a single and a walk, and we got a tie game. It is now 4-4. And so what do the teams do? Well, Blyleven's pulled, and the Twins are going to rely on Stan Williams and Pete Reichert. But Wilbur Wood will continue into extra innings. A little bit of backstory. He has pitched a 14-inning game, but he has also pitched, I'll bring this one up for you so you can see. Here's a box score last year. the White Sox were visiting the Seattle Mariners. And Wilbur Wood, just for fun, I wanted to see how long a starting pitcher could go in a marathon game. And the answer is 18 ridiculous innings. Yes, I know that can't be done, but we had some fun with it. And Wilbur Wood went 18 innings. And he gets the 5-3 win. He gets the win, 5-3. He went all 18, outlasting a bunch of Seattle players. What were the 3 runs, though? In the 6th inning of this game, seldom used third baseman Rick Rennick. Write it down, folks. Rick Rennick, 1970 Minnesota Twin with 7 homers and 150 at-bats. Hits a 3-run homer, and that would be the only runs the Mariners score, though the Mariners would lose. A year later, Rick Rennick is a free agent and returns to the Twins for this season. And the Twins and White Sox met just before the All-Star break in a different series. Wilbur Wood faced Blyleven again in this one. The final score of this game was 5-2. And the only reason I'm bringing it up, this is just a complete game for Wilbur Wood. The only runs the Twins got was a 2-run homer. Yeah, you know it. You know, folks. That's what happened. A 2-run homer by Rick Rennick were the only 2 runs in this game. But again, Wood gets the win. And of course, that leads you to the game you were just looking at a few moments ago. And here it is. So the game we're just finished here in the tournament, it went extra innings. We let Wilbur Wood pitch into the 13th inning. As Blyleven went 8, Williams went 2, Reichert goes 3. Wilbur Wood's in the bottom of the 13th inning when after 2 outs, a walk to Mitterwald, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, gotta flash the card up on the screen. Oh, it's too fun to, playing this stuff is just too much fun when stuff like this happens. Rick Rennick walks it off of Wilbur Wood with a 2-run homer. And this time, Wilbur Wood does not get the win. He gets the loss. Twins get a 6-4 win in extra innings in games 4 and 5. They lead this series 3-2. So let's take a look. What does this all mean now? What does it mean? Well, the White Sox need to win games 6 and 7 to finish in a tie. Let's look at the overall standings for this division. The American League Midwest. You see, the Twins are now a full 2 games ahead, but we have a game 6 and a game 7 if necessary. And if the White Sox win both of those games, they would be 20-19, and the Twins would be 19-18. But the White Sox would have the tiebreaker, and they would be currently in first place. So that is the backdrop today for a Game 6 back in Chicago. We've got the Battle of Toms again that you heard earlier in this review. Tom Murphy for the Twins, Tom Bradley for the White Sox. Advantage White Sox. But Bradley got beat up last time he went out there, and Murphy threw 8 shutout innings. So for the Twins to win the series in 6, the same thing would have to happen. Great series, a lot of extra inning games, 2 teams who do not want to submit, and yeah, it'll be the Twins looking to get a road win, something that has eluded both of these squads to this point. Leading off for the Twins, the latest leadoff guy as they keep shuffling their lineup looking for somebody, and they turn to Jim Holt to lead off the game as Carew does well when he bats second. So Holt leading off, bounces to first. Rod Carew, 1-6. Let's take a look at the Carew card. Well, I'm glad I batted him second because he did this. 1-6, triple, 1-2, 11, double, and Carew's on third. He was the All-Star, one of the 2 All-Stars Twins had this year. Harman Killebrew, 2-7 is a strikeout, and with 2 outs, it's Tony Oliva. 2-10, Sky's a center, and Carew is stranded. Bottom of the first. Another team struggling at the leadoff position. They've juggled a bunch of different guys. They've turned to Tony Muser, a left-handed hitter who has walks on his card. because Murphy is not good against left-handed hitters. Tony Muser, 55, skies the center. Louis Aparicio, 2-8 is a single. Carlos May, 110, skies the right. And one of the White Sox All-Stars, Dick Allen, 49 is a base hit to the left. Aparicio will not get cut down at third. Well, actually, you know what? Larry Heisel's got a +4 on him, so he does go to third. And it'll be Buddy Bradford. 35 is a walk. Well, now they're loaded with 2 outs. Big moment here for Bill Melton and the Chi Sox. Pitch to Bill Melton. 2-4 bounces to short. Tough break there. Top of 2. It's Joe Haig, now batting 5th. 1-4, skies the center. I mean, these teams, as much as they are fighting and scratching and clawing, they are been juggling lineups, trying to find the right formula to put some distance with their opponent. Larry Heisel, 64, bounce to third. This is Melton's a 3-17, and he makes the play. And Ed Crosby, 59, rolls to second. Bottom of 2, it'll be Russ Snyder, 47, single 1-2, lines out. Tom Egan, 2-5 is a K. Jim LaFay, 56, bouncer to short. Aparicio, short. Chico Cardenas. 2 really good shortstops today, folks. Louis Aparicio and Chico Cardenas. Cardenas at 2-12. Oh, but they get a single, a fluke single, off of Chico Cardenas. Do the White Sox make the Twins pay for that? It's Tony Muser. 110. They do not, as he rolls to the pitcher. Well, here we go. Another scoreless game into the third. And here is Chico Cardenas. 37 is a K. Phil Roof. The Roof is on fire. Bounces to third. This is Melton again, a 3-17. And Melton makes an error. Interesting. Some blown defense so far. Jim Holt. 2-4 is a 3-6-3 double play. And one team makes a mistake and is followed up by the other team making a mistake. Bottom of the third. Aparicio. 2-8, a single. He's been on twice. C. Steeler. Roof has a weak arm. +2. The White Sox, they haven't really tried a lot of stolen bases. They're going to try one here. And he's in there safely. Trying to shake things up a bit. Get a big inning. And Aparicio's on second base with a steal. Carlos May, 67, lines a third. Dick Allen, 2-9 is a K. And with 2 outs, Buddy Bradford, 2-7 single, 1-9, rolls the 11. Both teams missing opportunities today. Top of the fourth, here's Carew. 65 left. Killebrew, 57K. Oliva, 54 off of Bradley. His homer 1-15. He misses the homer and gets the double. Joe Haig, runner at second and 2 outs. 1-9's a walk, and here we go. The latest batter to have an opportunity, Larry Heisel, to get a run in this game. The pitch to Larry Heisel. 5-10 is catcher's card. This will not score a run. Egan, 2-4. Catcher, and that is just going to be a pass ball. Foul out to end the inning. So, teams that put runners on, unable to score. Bill Melton, bottom of the fourth. 54, third X. This is Ed Crosby, a 3-13. That's GBA. Russ Snyder, 2-7, lines to the second. And Tom Egan, 4-4. Pops to first. The Toms. Toms Murphy and Bradley doing a decent job putting guys on, but leaving them there. Ed Crosby in the fifth. 3-6, bounce to first. Chico Cardenas, 65, skies the right. Phil Roof, skies it into right X. Now in right field, we have Carlos May, a 3-5. Makes the grab, and Tom Bradley, rebounding from his previously poor start with 5 shutout innings. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Well, folks, I know it's early, but do we have 3 consecutive extra inning games? Something to ponder. Jim LaFay, bottom of the fifth, 4-7. Single 1-2 off of Murphy as a lineout. No reason to show you cards when the players aren't hitting them. Tony Muser, 1-9, rolls a second. And Aparicio looking for his third hit. 59, Homer won a 6-fly ball. Well, gets the home run. The only problem is he doesn't have power, so that's going to be a single. But he's 3 for 3. You want to steal to get in scoring position with 2 outs? Let's try it. Worked last time. Works again on a 2. T rating of Phil Roof is 1 of 7, so the ball does not stray far from second base. So Aparicio will stay put for Carlos May, looking to give the White Sox a lead. Pitch to Carlos. 2-2. Rolls to the pitcher. Another blown opportunity. We've had many runners in scoring position today. Nothing's happened, though. Jim Holt leads off in the 6th. The cursed leadoff spot of the Twins, which is like 0 for whatever. Whoever I put there doesn't get on base. It's been killing the Twins. Jim Holt, and he follows suit by popping the first. And Carew will probably get on. And he does. 1-7, double 1 of 16 is a double. I'm just going to leave Carew there as he just destroys pitching, batting second. And we'll have to... We've had Heisel lead off, Haig lead off, Holt lead off. Yeah. Cleo James is let off. So... Twins win this game, that would be a moot point. So runner at second with 1 out. Here's Killebrew. 59, second C. So Carew ends up at third. Gosh, do I steal home with Rod Carew? We know he did that a lot. Well, of course you do not here because he's a D stealer. So that is a bit of a folly. But let's take a look at Tony Oliva, since we haven't seen many cards yet. He was the other all-star, and boy, I tell you, I don't know how old he is. He's only got about 3 or 4 years left in his career, but his 1971 was magnificent, folks. 337 with 22 home runs and 500 plate appearances, and particularly against righties. The batting average is over the top there. You see, the key thing to look at on this card is the 3-7 single 1 to 18. Normally in these, hideous cards, when you hit well over 300, there's like a single 1 of 4, single 1 of 6, single 1 of 7, and somewhere in the 3 column. That is not the case here for Oliva. And if he gets that, it will score a run. That set him up nicely. So here we are. The pitch to Tony Oliva. 64 off of Bradley is a catcher's card, and this could score a run. We need a foul out. If we can get it out of Tom Egan, who's a 2E4 catcher. He's a 2E4, and they get it. A 2E4 catcher just got the foul out. It is no pass ball. Some high strategy there, and we're still scoreless. Boy, these two teams. This is a tense baseball in the American League Midwest. Bottom of the 6th. Both pitchers are starter 7s. It'll be Dick Allen. 3-6 is a walk. He's a B stealer. If Aparicio's been stealing bases as a C, you would think Allen would try it as a B, and he will. But he rolls a 15. Let's double check this. It's 13. Oh yeah, +2, but -2 to hold. It is out. He rolled. He needed a 13, and he is thrown out stealing. Tough break there. Trying to get something started that didn't work. Bud Bradford, 2-7, single 1 to 9. He gets a single. Runner at first with now 1 out. That steal looks bad. But here's Bill Melton. 1-7 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Russ Snyder. 2-11, pops to short. Blown opportunities are the story. Twins couldn't score the easy run on a pass ball. And yeah, White Sox get a guy cut down before a guy singles. 7th inning here in Chicago. Joe Haig leads off. 34, grounds a second. Heisel. 2-7 is a K, and with 2 outs, Ed Crosby, 1-7. Let's take a look at a card, because he hit it. Ed Crosby hits a ball as far as he possibly can in the year of 1970 for his 1 triple chance. 1-7, triple 1 to 4 double. He'll have to settle for the double. And with 2 outs, again, a runner in scoring position, Chico Cardenas. 6-12 off Bradley, rolls to the mound, more blown opportunities. Stretch time here in Chicago. We've been enjoying the Emotions, 1969, So I Can Love You LP. Actually, this is a double LP, 2 LPs in 1. Doo-wop band from Chicago, The Emotions. Their big hit was Blind Alley. Let's put that one on. All right, Bottom of the seventh inning. Scoreless. It'll be Tom Egan leading off. 2 sevens a K. Jim LaFay. 68. Sky's a left. Muser. 39. Sky's a center. We'll go to the eighth. Bradley Murphy. Scoreless. Phil Roof. 2 sevens a K. Jim Holt. 1-9 lines to third base. And Carew. 2-5. They get him out finally. 2-5 is a sky to right field. Boy, the league ERA is tumbling, folks. Outstanding pitching throughout this series. Another scoreless game. Bottom of the eighth. Tom Murphy. He's thrown 15 consecutive scoreless innings against the White Sox. Let me give you his stats. He actually was an angel in 1971. He was 6 wins with 17 losses and a 3.78 ERA, but he could pitch on 3 days rest, which is why the Twins acquired him. The Twins, this would be a really ballsy move here. Oh, this would be crazy, wouldn't it? Pulling the dude with a shutout? Because you've got such a badass bullpen and you want to close out the Chi Sox in 6? Oh, they're going to do it. This is very Twin-ish. The Twins are going to pull Murphy. After 7 shutout innings, he's befuddled. He can't figure out what's going on. But no, he's been taken out of the game. They had a day off between games 5 and 6, so that's given some rest to Reichert, Williams, and Peranowski, the bread and butter of the Twins. They can combine for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 innings of relief work if needed, and they're going to ask them to do it. They're going to start it off with Ron Peranowski in the bottom of the 8th. And hopefully they'll turn some of these Chi Sox hitters around. It'll be Aparicio leading off. 4-12, Sky's a left. Carlos Maeda is pretty good against lefties. 6-10, bouncer to short. Chico Cardenas 2-12. Makes the play. And the dangerous Dick Allen. Let's look at his card before he swings. Many more homers against lefties. Your 1972 American League MVP and this year's All-Star. Can he get a solo home run in the 8th inning here for his beloved Chi Sox? The pitch to Dick Allen. 6-11 off Peranowski. He's a bouncer to first. And we have Haig, a 2-10 at first base. It's not an error. It's a ground ball A. Tough break there for the Chi Sox. They were feeling it. Couldn't get it. We'll go to the 9th inning. Tom Bradley will give the White Sox 9. He can't go 10. And the White Sox bullpen is not nearly as good as the Twin pen. And they're also down a couple games. So, Bradley will have to deal with Harman Killebrew in the top of the 9th. 58, bouncer to short. Aparicio, a 2 at short. He makes the play. Tony Oliva, 38. It's a sky to right. Misses that column. 5, 6, 7 out of 10 are on board. And Joe Haig, 69. Skies to center field. We can put Tom Bradley, box score, on the bench. He is out of the game after throwing 4 hit ball over 9 innings. He is going to be asked to exit. Can they get him a walk-off win, though, and force a Game 7? In the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Buddy Bradford to lead it off. 37 is a K. Bill Melton, he of 30, 3 home runs. Can he get a solo shot here? 1-6 is a walk. 12 runner. Russ Snyder, a left-handed batter who hits lefties okay. On the bench, Noop's not very good. Mike Ryan is okay. Walt Williams is good. But he doesn't have power. Snyder will hit away here. Russ Snyder. 33! Let's take a look at the Russ Snyder card. Russ Snyder, 33 off the lefty Peranowski, is a double to left field with 1 out. Melton, does he try? It's to left field. Melton, a 12 runner. You got Larry Heisel's +4 arm in left field. You got to do it. 1-16. Here is the throw. Here is the play at the plate. An 18, you got to be kidding me. An 18, which is the previous roll was also an 18 under advance. So back-to-back 18s were rolled, and the noodle arm of Larry Heisel, I guess Melton stumbled near home plate and does not score. He does not score. Let's go through the math again just to make sure. Double to left. Your left fielder is, Heisel the +4 arm. Melton is 12 runner. It's less than 2 outs, so it's a 16 needed. He doesn't get a 16, he got the 18. He's thrown out at the plate. Oh, White Sox. Golden opportunity there. And with 2 outs and a runner at third, batting for Tom Egan, you got your choice here of Noop. Look at Walt Williams. Will be the pinch hitter. And Peronowski will actually intentionally walk him because he doesn't matter. So Williams gets intentionally walked. Smart move by the Twins. So now you got the number 9 hitter with runners on the at first and second. Let's take a look at number 9 hitter, Jim LaFay. Might as well let him swing. So they elected to pass on facing Walt Williams, who was a 294 hitter, to face this guy, Jim LaFay, who's a 252 hitter. So, runners at first and second with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. The pitch to Jim LaFay. 64 off of Peronowski. Homer, 1-11, fly ball the wrist. He rolls a 2 and it's gone. Jim LaFay, another free agent. Former Dodger, I believe. Yes. Brought in by the White Sox in the offseason. Rolls the homer chance off Peronowski's card and hits it. And the White Sox do get the win. Wow, it's a 3-run homer. Scoring Snyder, who doubled. The intentionally walked Williams, and of course LaFay. 3-0 walk-off homer against Ron Peronowski. What a great series this is. These two teams play outstanding competitive baseball. They blow a lot of opportunities, though. But at least it's exciting baseball, folks. Bradley does get a credit for a complete game shutout, a CGSO. And Peronowski, one of the vaunted relievers of the Twins, blows it. Probably should have lost on the double to Snyder. Ultimately loses it on the homer on his own card. And this series is all tied up. And we are right back to where we started from. With a best of 1. We had a best of 7, a best of 3, and it'll be a best of 1. Bradley. It is a 4-hit shutout, a walk and 5 strikeouts, complete game. Peronowski takes the loss. 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks and a K. And Tom Murphy has 7 shutout innings to talk about, and, you know, a little disappointed that he wasn't allowed to continue in this game. 1-0-9, 0-1, 8 2/3. 3-8-0-4. 3-8-0-4. 1-5, 4-5, 4-5, 1-5. We'll also have to take a look now at Peronowski, Williams, and Reichert and just find out when we get to the composite box. Are they really paying dividends having these 3 great relievers? Because they just lost a clinching game because of that. 1-0-9, 0-1, 8 2/3, 3-8-0-4, 1-5, 4-5, 4-5, 1-5. Game 6 is in the books. The home team has won every game. Don't like to see that, though. Makes me think that these are 2 mediocre squads playing each other, which is why. Twins, on paper, are the better team, but they've underachieved. And the White Sox have overachieved a little bit this year, I would say. I mean, Carlos May, Dick Allen, and Bill Melton have put up good numbers. I wouldn't say ridiculous numbers, but they've been good. So here we go. Let's start with the White Sox. They are 19-19, hitting .267 with a 3.14 ERA. Wilbur Wood is 6-5, but he's pitched 109 innings and has 9 complete games, which is far and away the most in baseball. Going into extra innings 3 times will do that. Hitting on this team, Well, Melton, 7 homer, 26 RBI. Allen, 7 and 24. Carlos May, where is he at? There's your problem. Carlos May has not hit a home run this year. That is going to mess things up. He's hitting 39 for 152, isn't that bad? 257, actually, that's not very good. So Carlos May is really having a down year for the Chi Sox, and that's probably hurting that offense a little bit. Their offense is better than the pitching for the 19-19 White Sox. Meanwhile, the Twins are 19 and 17, hitting 257 with a 4.02 ERA. Blyleven has a losing record, as does Murphy. Cott's 3 and 2, which means the bullpen actually is paying dividends. The big three, well, first of all, Hal Haydell is the long man. He's 1-0. But the big three guys are 8 and 2 with 9 saves. So that really was the move to make, as Peranowski, Stan Williams, and Reichert have done the trick. Maybe the choice of Peranowski was obviously wrong. But Peranowski, that was his first loss of the year. And that 3-run homer meant he went from 5 earned runs to 8. So his ERA prior to that home run was below 2. Stan Williams is around 1, and Reichert's is around 3. So that is the strategy for the Twins. They're just going to keep playing it like that with their big three late in games. Because even though Tom Murphy threw those shutout innings, year to date, he's 2 and 5 with an ERA of around 4.5. So that was the right move. It just didn't work. It's not going to work all the time. But the Twins are going to keep going to Peranowski. They pat him on the back, say, "Tough day, Ron, but we'll send you back out there if we need you." And again, the Twins had a game to play around with. They weren't going to be eliminated in Game 6. Offensively, so Killebrew has had a nice series and now has 9 homers and 29 RBIs. Oliva, 8 and 23. Pacing the team with hits, no shocker, Rod Carew, 57 for 157. And that'll be a 363 batting average for a card that hits 366. Right on target there. So, what a fun series. We have played 485 games. The league's now down to 263 with a 385 ERA. These numbers are going to go down. And once we start eliminating baseball teams, the teams that get eliminated mostly have bad pitching staffs. So if you like pitching and defense, the pitching will start getting even better as this season gets through it. And with one game left, again, let's just take a peek at the standings. Wow, look at this division. So the Twins 19-17, White Sox 19-19. Winner take all in Game 7. And let me also mention too, this is just the first round of the postseason tournament to distinguish first from second. So if the White Sox do win this game, they would be in first. But there's a decent chance that the Twins, then in second place, could reclaim first, depending on how the White Sox and Twins play in the second round and third round of this tournament. So there's a lot of baseball still left for these teams. And the bottom two teams, though, they were hoping one of these teams would stumble. It doesn't look like it. It looks like the Brewers and Royals are going to ultimately get knocked out in the first and second round, unless unless the Brewers sweep the Royals and get to 500. But it's been a fun series, and I got one more game to play that I got to report at the end of this video. A lot of baseball. This is one of the longest Strat-O-Matic sits I've had, because of the White Sox and the Twins are just, they don't want to quit, neither team. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time. Well, baseball fans, Game 7, not as close as the previous games. Cleo James was put in the leadoff spot, got a single, a stolen base, and it ended up at third on a bad throw into center field, scored on the sac fly. Twins draw first blood. But a rare two-base error by Tony Oliva sets up a 2-out, 3-run homer by Bud Bradford. It's 3-1. Killebrew gets a homer. It's 3-2. RBI single by Dick Allen. It's 4-2. The White Sox add runs in the 6th and 7th innings. Bonson is the story. Stan Bonson beats Dave Goltz for the second time in the series. 7 innings, 8 hits, only 1 earned run. And the Twins make it interesting by putting a couple guys on off the inexperienced White Sox bullpen. But Bob Humphreys ends up closing this thing out. 6-2, White Sox win. They did what they needed to do, winning the series. But, boy, when you look at the overall standings now, after this series, here are the two squads. They're tied at first, but the Twins are a percentage point better. But the White Sox have the head-to-head tiebreaker, so they will technically be in first. Also, the two teams have played 14 baseball games before and after the All-Star break. How about that? And the White Sox are 8-6 in those. So a narrow 2-game head-to-head margin. This division could still go any way when you're dead tied like that in the second or third round of the postseason tournament. But the one thing we do know about the Twins and the White Sox is they do have a lot of fight in them. They will not go down without a fight. So that's good. Good for the teams. Fun series, fun baseball. Glad to play it. Thanks for checking this out. We'll see you next time.